Good afternoon to students. Today class I am going to start the new chapter. So in the previous class we learnt about AC generator. So AC generator we got a new term, right? What is that? Previous all classes we have already discussed that direct current means the current remains constant, means the flow of charges is constant throughout all the journey, means throughout the circuit. But while discussing with AC generator, while changing EMF, by changing magnetic flux we induce EMF that has been came as varying current, because the magnetic flux keep on changing, it is increasing as well as decreasing. So we got what? Varying current. So that varying current we can call as what? Alternating current. So let us know about in this chapter how the alternating current will behave, means whether if you give to a system what happens, means circuit elements such as we have different types of elements we learned till now. What are they? Are resistor, capacitor and inductor. So about these three devices we learnt. Is it right? So this is used to store the charge, this opposes the flow of charge, this opposes the change of current. Now if you give current to these devices, these circuit elements, how they behave and what is the use of this alternating current. So we can have alternating current or direct current. How the devices will behave when you give alternate current we are going to learn in this chapter. So at first we should know what is alternating current or alternating voltage. About both we are going to learn here, because if voltage changes, as usual according to Ohm's law, current also changes. So what the definition of this alternating current is? It is the current whose magnitude changes with time and direction reverses periodically. Means it is going to change its magnitude with time and reverses its direction periodically. As we know, periodic motion means what? Which repeat its motion after regular intervals of time is called what? Periodic motion. So here it is undergoing what? It is undergoing what ma? Periodic motion. So we can say that it is the current whose magnitude changes with time and direction reverses periodically, and its direction reverses periodically. So this is called what? Alternating current. Means the current whose magnitude changes with time and direction reverses periodically is called alternating current. The same can be stated for alternating voltage. Means what? The voltage whose magnitude direction changes with time and that is the same magnitude direction after definite intervals of time, or it is the voltage whose magnitude changes with time and direction reverses periodically. See, the same definition we can apply for, this is for alternating current, this is for voltage. Here if current changes its magnitude and direction after periodical motion, that is called what? Alternating current. If it happens for voltage, it is called what? Alternating voltage. So how we can represent that, the difference between AC and DC? So this is the circuital representation of AC. So a sine wave, we can represent the variation of alternating current as what? Sine function. So this represents that the source is AC, alternating current source. Next one, how to represent? How many forms are there we can represent this alternating current is? For example, take an x axis and y axis. Along x axis consider time, along y axis you can take current or voltage. So, if time is equals to 0, current is also 0. So, this is the variation, see T by 4, T by 2, 3T by 4, T. See, from 0 to T, again it is repeating its motion, means after a period of time T, it is varying its motion or it is repeating its motion. So, that is called what? Time period. So, what is time period? We can say the time taken by AC to complete one rotation or one revolution is called what? Time period, and the time number of cycles per second is called what? Frequency. As you know, the relation between frequency and time period is what, ma? F is equals to 1 by T. If angular frequency is there, omega equals to 2 pi f or 2 pi by T. Okay. So, this is one form of AC. In which function it is that? Sine function. So, this source is represented as what? Sine wave or sine form of AC. Next, we can represent not only this case, there is another representation of AC. This is also possible, that we can use in electronic circuits. There the representation, there also AC will varies. In which direction? See, 0, T by 4, T by 2, 3T by 4 and T. So, here this is maximum and this is also maximum in opposite direction. Here also it is repeating its motion between minimum and maximum and repeating its motion. So, this is which form? Square form. Square form of AC. There is one more representation. The most usual representation is sine wave only. The another representation is so this is what? Sawtooth wave. A sharp changes in current and voltage in heavy devices can be represented in what? Sawtooth wave. So, these are the different forms of AC, means alternating current or alternating voltage. Now, if the current is constant, no need to worry about different types of current. We have only two types of current based on their charges. But here, which we should consider? See, the current at initial point is 0, it keeps on increasing and again decreases, again comes maximum in opposite direction, 0. So, the current keep on changing. So, we have different types of definitions of current according to this alternating current, that is what? So, this is what, ma? Maximum, right? This is what? Maximum. So, we can define the statement as peak value of current. The maximum value of current or voltage in an AC circuit is called what? Peak value, or this is crest and trough, na? Crest value or amplitude. Is it right? Because if it is making periodic motion, we can say that amplitude, the maximum distance, here the maximum current. So, we can define this as what? I maximum. You can revert what, ma? I maximum. I can explain here the types of current for you here. Let us take a wave, the simple definitions. Here time along x axis, along y axis what we consider? Voltage or current. Okay. So, this we can call as what? I maximum or V maximum. This is also I maximum in maximum direction, in direction, right. So, that we can consider as what? Peak value or crest value or what we can refer amplitude of what current or voltage. So, it has three names: maximum value or peak value, crest value or amplitude of current. Okay? Yes. Now, so the maximum value of current or voltage in an AC circuit is called the maximum value of current or voltage in an AC circuit is called its peak value. Is called its what? Peak value. That is represented by I maximum, IM. What we can represent? IM if it is maximum value of current, or VM if it is maximum value of voltage. Okay. Next one. So, for example, in circuits I cannot take this value as a reference, right? I want current at this point, or I want current at this point, or here. So, the current keep on changing. So, that is we can claim that instantaneous current. Means I want current at any instant, that is called what? Instantaneous current, right? What that? Instantaneous current or voltage. What we can define? What we said, that only we are defining that the value of current or voltage in an AC circuit at any instant is called what? Instantaneous current. It depends upon sine function. So, I is equals to Im sine omega t, or if it has phase difference, then I is equals to Im sine of omega t plus phi. We will discuss clearly what is phase phi means. Okay, na? Similarly, what is voltage? V is equals to Vm sin omega t, or if you consider phase difference, initially it has some phase difference, you can write what? Vm sin of omega t plus phi, because the voltage is varying with respect to sine function. So, we are writing this value as what? Vm sin omega t, if we consider phase difference, sin of omega t plus phi. Okay. Now, I want to calculate what is the average current flowing, right? Mean or average value of current during complete cycle. See, from here to here, how much current is flowing, that is called what? Mean or average value of current during complete cycle. So, mean or average value of current. How we define mean or average value of current? It is means the current flowing here. If you add all the currents flowing in the complete cycle, that gives what? Mean value or average value. So, what is the definition? We can say that it is an arithmetic average of all the values of current in a sine wave, for complete cycle. So, what we get? See how much current that is flowing here, the same current is flowing in negative direction also, we get 0. So, the derivation is not there, but to understanding purpose I am going to derive the derivation for you. Okay students, SC I average is equals to 0 to t I into dt by 0 to t dt. Okay. What is I? We said that the average of all instantaneous values of current in complete cycle. So, this is gives what? Instantaneous value of current. Integrating from limits 0 to t gives what ma? For complete cycle. First we will write what is I? 0 to t I m sin omega t into dt divided by 0 to t dt. What is t? T. Right? Apply the limits, and here I m is constant, send I m outside, integration of 0 to t sin omega t into dt. If you apply the limits, it gets t minus 0, that is t. Okay, leave. There is a formula, integration of sin kx into dx or ax into dx is equals to what? Sin ax by a. So, we are applying the same formula here for this one. What we can write here? Sorry, integration of sin x is equals to what ma? Sorry, minus cos ax by a. Apply the limits, I m by t minus cos omega t by omega 0 to t. As we know very well, omega is equals to 2 pi by t. That we are substituting here. I average for full cycle is equals to I m by t minus cos 2 pi by t into t by 2 pi by t 0 to t. See here, send here I m by t into t by 2 pi. Apply the limits, minus cos 2 pi into, in small t we should consider capital T by t, minus of minus plus cos 2 pi into 0 by t. What are the things get cancelled ma? T cancel, T cancel again, here 0. So, cos 2 pi minus 1, cos 0 1, minus 1 plus 1 0. So, already we said that the average value of current for a whole cycle is 0. Similarly, the average value of current for complete cycle of voltage also 0. So, this is for what? For complete cycle. So, complete cycle 0 because how much current that flows in positive cycle? The same current flows in negative cycle. Now, for half cycle, the same definition we can write for half cycle. What is what? Here we have done average for full cycle, that is for t. So, it is completing half cycle in how much time? T by 2, right? So, now we are going to find the average of current that is flowing in either positive or negative. Let us see that. For half cycle, I average is equals to 0 to t by 2 I into dt, same thing ma, 0 to t by 2 into dt. Just we are changing the limits for full cycle to half cycle. 0 to t by 2 I m sin omega t into dt by t, limits 0 to t by 2. Okay. Send I m outside. Here you get t by 2. So, t 2. This is integration of sin omega t into dt. We done na? Minus cos omega t by t, omega 0 to t by 2. Apply the limits. 2 I m by t, send omega here, okay, minus cos omega place 2 pi by t into t 0 to t by 2. Same way 2 I m by what is omega? 2 pi by t into t minus cos 2 pi by t into t by 2 minus of minus plus cos 0. Okay. Tt cancel, 2 also cancel, here Tt cancel, 2 cancel. What do you get? Im by pi minus cos pi, minus of minus plus 1 plus 1. So we get 2 Im by pi, means in positive half cycle the current flowing is what? 2 Im by pi, that is equals to 637 times of I naught. So this is the post current that is flowing in positive cycle. Negative cycle how much? Minus 0.637 I naught. Similarly, V average for half cycle is equals to what we can write? 2 Vm by pi, that is equals to 0.7637 times of V naught. So you don't have the relation of derivation, just we should know how the average value of current for half cycle has been calculated for voltage and current. So that is important. This derivation is not there, just how it came have been explained for you. Okay. Next, can we take average value of current? No, because the values are very not near. So we are going for another type of current, that is RMS value of current. See, this RMS current is very important, because in problems if they give that the current flowing through a circuit means that current is nothing but RMS value of current. It is represented by letter I suffix RMS, means root mean square current or root mean square voltage. So the definite name itself explained, root mean square. So that's why we are saying that it is the square root of the average of squares of all instantaneous values of current over one complete cycle, that is IRMS square is equals to integration of 0 to t I square into dt. So if we send square, it becomes root. So what we said, that square root of average of squares of all instantaneous value of current. So divided by 0 to t into dt. You get the value as IRMS is equals to Im by root 2. So this is very important relation between RMS value of current and maximum value of current. Same way, Vrms is equals to Vm by root 2, that is equals to how much? 0.707 times of maximum voltage. So in the problem's point of view, if they give the current flowing through a circuit, means that current is RMS value of current, not instant current or average current of cycle, full cycle or half cycle. So these are the types of currents or the definitions we required to know that have been discussed here. Clear? So next class we discuss some more concepts which are basics of this chapter. Later we can go for the concepts. Clear, students? Thank you.